Hello friends, how are you? Of course fine. So let's start our topic. Our topic is poverty as a challenge economics third chapter. So let's start our chapter. At first we will discuss what is poverty. Poverty is the most difficult challenge faced by the independent India. Poverty is a condition in which a person lacks the financial resources and essential things to enjoy minimum standards of life. Poor people can be landless laborers in village, jhuggi, slums, dwellers in cities and towns. Daily wages workers at construction sites, child workers in dabas, or even beggars. So poverty is the most difficult challenge that we are facing from the independence of India. Poverty is a condition in which people lack in financial resources like clothes, food, water, many things, and to enjoy his or her life. Poor people can be landless laborers in villages that live in juggi or slum dwellers in cities and towns, or workers that work on daily basis, child or workers in dhabas or even beggars. You summon beggars on roadside. So now we will discuss typical case of poverty. The following two cases show the many dimensions of poverty, including lack of proper food, shelter, healthcare, education, as well as clean water and sanitation. They also show lack of regular means of livelihood. So now we will study typical cases of poverty. First typical case is urban case. We will read the story of Ram Sharan. Ram Sharan is a daily wage laborer in flour mill near Ranchi in Jharkhand. He earns about rupees 1500 per month when employed. He supports his family of 6 persons besides sending some money to his elderly parents. His wife and son also work, but of his 4 children can attend school. The family lives in one room rented house on the outer area of the city. The children are undernourished, have very few clothes or footwear, and no access to healthcare. So, this was a story on urban case. Now, we will study a story on rural case. Lakhan Singh is a landless laborer in a small village near Meerut in Uttar Pradesh. By doing all jobs of farmer, he earns rupees 50 per day. Sometimes he gets some food grains or other items instead of cash. He is not literate, and his family of 8 people live in Kacha hut near the edge of the village. They have no access to healthcare, can't afford new clothes, and even shop or oil. Means he is so poor. Now, our next topic is poverty analysis by social scientists. Social scientists that analyze the poverty. Social scientists analyze poverty from many aspects beside levels of income and consumption. So, what were these aspects? Let's study. Poor level of literacy. There is so much poor level of literacy. Malnutrition leading to poor resistance to disease, which comes to disease. Lack of access to healthcare, lack of jobs opportunities. Poor people don't have lack of job opportunity, don't give them opportunities to jobs, lack of access to sanitation and safe drinking water, and so on. So these were the these were the poverty analysis by social scientists. So next topic is social exclusion. In book you studied social exclusion. So what is social exclusion? As social exclusion means living in a poor surrounding with poor people, excluded from enjoying social equality of better of people in the better surrounding. Social exclusion can be a cause as well as a result of poverty, which lead to the exclusion of individuals or group from the facilities, benefits, and opportunities that others enjoy. Social exclusion means if a poor is surrounded by poor people, excluded from enjoying social equality of better of people in the better surrounding. Social exclusion can be a cause as well as a result of poverty, which leads to the exclusion of individual or groups from the facility, benefits, and opportunities that others enjoy. Our next topic is vulnerability. Vulnerability to poverty is a measure which describes the greater probability of certain communities, that is members of the backward class, individual, that is widow, physical handicapped person of becoming and remaining poor in the coming time. So now you are able to understand vulnerability. Our next topic is poverty line. So what is poverty line? Poverty line is a imaginary line used by any country to determine its poverty. It is considered appropriate by a country according to its existing social norms. It varies from time to place, and country to country. Poverty line is an imaginary line. We imagine it, not is it in real life. It is an imaginary line used by any country to determine poverty. Okay. So our next topic is poverty line defined by the government as follows. How poverty line is defined by the government? मिनिमम कैलोरीज रिक्वायरमेंट पर डे रूरल एरिया में 2400 कैलोरीज मिनिमम कैलोरीज रिक्वायर्ड पर डे इन अर्बन एरिया 2100 minimum level of earning per month in 2000 for rural area 328 and for urban area 454 and in 2010 for rural area 673 and in urban area 816, same as in 2012 in rural area 816 and in urban area 1000 rupees. So next is poverty trends in India. There is a decline in poverty ratio in India from our 45% in 1994 to 21.9% in 2012. If the trend of declining poverty ratios in India continues at this rate, then the poverty line may reduce 20% in next few years. In next few years, we will reduce 20% poverty. So next is in the year 2011 or 12, the proportion as determined by NSO were as given below. Poverty in India, most vulnerable groups. 45.3% of the people, scheduled tribes in rural area. 31.5 scheduled caste in rural area. 21.9 average Indians poverty ratio and 39.8 agricultural laborers and 32.9 casual laborers. These are the social groups and economic categories. Anti-poverty measures. What is anti-poverty measures? Removal of poverty has been one of the major objectives of Indian developmental strategy. The current anti-poverty strategy of the government is based upon the following two objectives. So our first objective is promotion of economic growth. The government has promoted economic growth during the last few years. And second is targeted anti-poverty programs. The government introduced targeted anti-poverty programs starting from 1990. It was started from 1990. So these are some important programs. Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana in 1993, Rural Employment Generation Program in 1995, Swarn Jayanti Gram Swarojgar Yojana in 1999, Pradhan Mantri Gramodaya Yojana in 2000 only, Anti Antiyodhana Anna Yojana in 2000, National Food for Work Program in 2004, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act in 2005. So you can learn these important programs, and thanks for watching this video.